tonight, I want to talk about who we are as individuals and how we see life and experience life. And it's important to get this piece down to uh, and realize that we're teaching it in a model, that we're not saying this is exactly where this happens, but this is a model where we can look at things in life. And the concept of who we are is a unit of awareness. And when we talk about relaxing and centering, we use techniques to say you can take a minute to notice your feeling of your body sitting in a chair. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin. So these are physical things, which are basically your body and are to do with your survival. And here on the physical level, uh, usually it's a spot considered to be centered in the uh, perineum in the between the legs, and that's your basically your root chakra. Some models consider it to uh, be at the bottom of the feet and extend down into the earth and up into this region as well. But this is a space where, when you notice if it's something that considers survival or threatens survival, how you tense up and you do little kegels in that area, and your butt becomes anal retentive, and you you know for us guys, the scrotum draws up inside, and it's about survival type of an area. But these are areas that you can explore. I like to do a get into a relaxed state, a trance state, and once getting centered and relaxed, we do a discovery. How do you feel that you're doing in the level of survival? There's actually a different page that you can rate this on, and it's part of the self-discovery class series that I teach. Um, so this is the area about survival, and then the next is the area of an emotional component. How do you feel about this area? The Horus Center is actually also the sexual drive center. Uh, this area, the sexuality, sensuality, this represents that, and it's an area usually hand's width below the navel is where that's considered to be. Uh, Now these areas, the light extends out. The color is red here. There's a note for it that you can go over if you want to look at these pieces. But I'm just wanting to give you an introductory piece. This is the emotional component. This then becomes the will area, the solar plexus here. This is your ability to act in the world, to bring things out into the world and to do them. The solar plexus area, there's strengths and weaknesses in these that show if you're wounded, certain things happen, and if you're doing well, the other side of it will happen. And that's once again goes into the seven rays area of the classes. And this is the heart center. This will be a heart centered type, how you attached, drawn to from source type of an energy, what you radiate out, your love type of a deal. Uh, it's not romantic love necessarily, but it can be in that. But it's just the expression of love and how you receive it as well. Then this is expression. This is what you put out into the world, be it speech or creativity through your hands. Uh, this is a your creative chakra or throat chakra. Uh, and then we come up through here, and another layer that we have is the belief systems that you may have, ideas or beliefs about a thing. And then the seventh is the connection to the whole. Uh, this is considered to be the area where you uh, move beyond what's considered the dual worlds into a world of unity, into everything is one. In the lower worlds, everything is based on two extremes, and that's, relativity comes into that picture. So all of these pieces are layers of who you are as far as a body and what you have to work with. but the core of it is that ability to notice, that unit of awareness, and where all these aspects flow and change and shift uh, between times in life, that unit of awareness is considered a fair witness that notices the details. That is who, in the spiritual community, would consider to be your soul, your higher self. Now, the higher self actually is also considered to exist above space and time, so already has a concept of what's you know going on in the world. It can know the truth, the big picture of a karmic journey in this adventure in life, and it's in a system of reincarnation. It has models where you talk about that may actually mean reincarnation. It may be just something that your mind puts together when you have a past life experience to teach you uh, a lesson about life, or it could be something that you learn from somebody else that it may or may not have validity for you. But that unit of awareness is where you discover those types of uh, knowledge. Outside can only give you clues and ideas about how things work, and then we recommend that you turn it inside. Now, in the model I work with, we believe that all the energy of life, the life force itself, comes down from the higher planes in through these, taken on a body in each one of the levels until you receive a physical body. And then each one of those bodies, then you have experiences in them. You have physical experience, and you have the emotional component, and then you have the will. All of these different areas gaining experience, which overlays, and the summation of those comes into this area, which gives you your beliefs and your thoughts and your projections. This is the area where your mind projects scenarios. If you say you've been wounded emotionally at some place in your life, or your heart center, or even in your will, you've been compromised in those areas, then there may be exist a component of you, a belief that you don't deserve, or that you're unable to do, uh, or that you can't survive. And there are various ones of those pieces that clog up. Trauma can clog up. Beliefs and stuff clog up things in here to prevent the full and open flow of all the energy that you can be entitled to. When you clear those traumas and look through and regain with the knowledge that you need to in those areas. This is a piece that I work with in coaching, in hypnosis, accessing the subconscious mind, which is my field of specialty, uh, specialty training and working with the subconscious. But there are techniques and tools in that workshop to do. But this gives you an idea of the vertical model of who we are. And that's a piece for introduction in this space.